Hey golf fans, this is early 1981 and welcome back to the Golf Club 2019. Today we are going to be playing and reviewing the Buck Club, which was designed by bsmooth13. Now bsmooth13 is a designer whose previous work has featured on the channel, and in my opinion he is a very talented designer. But this is his entry into the TGCT World Cup of Design Contest 2019. Some of you will know this contest previously been named as the Invicta contest, but he does go on to say, this is my official entry into the TGCT World Cup of Design contest. Judges may choose whichever set of tees they prefer, but any beginner club users are recommended to play from the front tees, which are the green. He then goes on to give us a hole by hole guide, which we will cover as each hole progresses. Now, as you can see, my character is a bit colourful today. I've went for the full Under Armour look, bar the trousers. We've got the Under Armour cap, a very cool Under Armour green top, Under Armour trainers slash golf shoes, and we've went for the green flamed trousers. I couldn't find any Under Armour trousers, but if anyone from Under Armour is watching and would kindly like to send me some goodies for showcasing their clothing range, please feel free to do so. I do actually have a few Under Armour garments. They are quality stuff. So as you can see, fairways are firm, greens are firm, green speed is medium fast. I'm sure it's a par 71. We do have two tee options. We are going to be playing off the black tees, which are 7,408 yards, and pin set number 1. Everything set to default. I have been swinging terrible off camera the last two rounds. No idea how this is going to go, but let's find out. Let's begin round. I do hope you guys are all comfy and relaxed, and hopefully I can entertain you for the next 35 to 40 minutes. So, hole number 1 is a par 5, and it says the par 5 first greets players with an opportunity to get their round off to a hot start. Drives which avoid the small crossing barren casts will be rewarded with a very reachable approach shot into the boomerang green and a chance to start the round with an eagle. So wow, this is a really expanse looking course, really open. Certainly has a links feel to this first hole. I can assume this is a barren cast here. I'm sure with this wind behind us we managed to drive this.
Solid swing.
Lovely opening swing. And as confirmed, we're going to carry that, and that is going to set up a reachable shot into the green. Probably looking about a 5-iron, maybe a hybrid.
Alright.
Into this.
Looks like
194 yards. That wind. Definitely got to say it's a 6-iron here. If we're long, we do have a bit of a stopgap here, an insurance policy with that slope. Just going to de-loft this a touch. Just want to get that slight elevation at the front of the green. Just looking to land the ball up at the top of this mound here and let it filter its way down towards the pin. It's a great strike. This should be quite good. This should be quite good. Oh, didn't expect that kick. Wow, stop. And that bunker, wow. A fantastically placed bunker there from the designer, because I really did not expect that run out in that club. I think we're going to look at the chip shot, so we could be struggling to start off the round. 12 here, 11. I'm going to have to go to this club here. Just going to loft it up one touch. Come on. Played that really, really well. I expected the bounce at the top of the lip, and that should hopefully set up a birdie. So a great recovery shot there. So the green speeds are 152. That may pose a problem for myself. Not a huge fan of the slower greens.
Starting things off at 1
Hole number 2 is a par 4, and it says the second hole at TBC offers another chance for players to get their rounds off to a hot start. The at times drivable short par 4 is inviting off the tee, but the large Valley of Sin, which guards the front of the green, swallows up any shots which don't land on the putting surface. So wow, there's clearly the Valley of Sin, and I love it when a designer puts thought and gives you descriptions on his courses, and for me that is a win-win situation, and I am really enjoying playing this with the information. I don't think we can drive this. I really don't, even with this wind behind us, but we're going to have a crack. Just going to loft this driver really up high and try and hang this shot up in the wind. Look at that swing line, wow. I tell you what, this could well make it. Is it going to come back off this slope, or are we going to have a nasty downhill putt? But wow, really amazed we made that drive, but there you go.
Nicely done.
Not the best of swing lines, but we'll take it, we're up there. Now, I'm way off the green grid, and as you guys know, now that I'm no longer playing the tours, and I've not really gave much information to that, I will cover that in a video. I'm going to be chipping this, because this is a shot I do execute in real life, believe it or not. If I'm way off the green, I normally take my lob wedge, and I've got it down to a fine knack. That looks all the way downhill. This is going to be tough to stop. This could work out horribly wrong, but just going to try and get this trickling down towards that cup there from the downhill slope. Sit. Oh, it's run out a lot more than I anticipated there. Wow. So that is a really, really poor shot. So at best, we're just going to be getting a par here. Didn't play that shot well at all. Really, really didn't. We attacked the second shot. Second chip shot. Just going to be a par here if we can convert it. So disappointed not to get birdie there. But it's a solid par. But disappointing after we were so... Well, we were on the green after the long tee shot. So, hole number 3 is the par 3 third meets players with a visually intimidating tee shot onto an undulating green which is shared with the 16th hole. Finding the correct section of the green for the day's pin position is paramount for a realistic chance at birdie. Wow, once again, there's plenty of slopes and contours on these greens which are going to make things really, really challenging. I believe I can drop a club here. I believe this club's perfect with the firm greens. Pulled that one slightly left, but it should be fine. This is really going to kick hard left. Is it going to turn towards the hole like it suggested? We're just a touch too long there still. I did try to use the contours of the green to my benefit. It's probably about a 12-foot putt for birdie. 13. Tricky putt this from 13 feet. Is it going to turn? Is it going to turn? Why didn't turn as much as I expected it to. Maybe played that with a bit too much pace and slightly took a touch of the brake out. It's going to be another par. So we're only 1 under. Through 3.
After that one, you'll stay.
And we are going to move on to hole number 4. The 4th hole is a player's first introduction to the challenging elevation changes found through most of TBC. An uphill tee shot should avoid a barren cast on the left, and players must account for the uphill elevation change on their second shot. So this course truly has a links field to it. I'm happy that it's quite windy, because 9 times out of 10 when you go on a links course, unless it's a really cool summer's day, or a warm summer's day, you're always going to be playing in medium to high winds. With that wind, just looking to land about here and try and find a flat surface of the fairway here.
Tee shot's looking good.
It's going to kick slightly to the right. Hopefully, yeah, that's the exact area I was looking to land this. Hopefully it's going to be a flat surface where we can attack this pin. 160 yards. There's the uphill element. But once again, I'm going to say it's playing 170 with the firm greens. I'm just going to loft this up 2-3 touches. Maybe another one. It looks like the green slopes to the left. The wind's going to take us round there also. Nice strike. Yardage should be really, really good here. Should come back a little bit, I would imagine, off this slope. I think we've played that really well. With these farm greens and the pin locations, I don't think you're ever going to get dialed into them. Especially with the long irons we're having to play into these greens. Is that going to turn? Oh, what a beautiful putt that is, and we do pick up our second birdie of the round. We move to 2 under par. So, hole number 5, while the tee shot at the par 4 fifth hole may look benign, savvy players with proper distance control will leave themselves a second shot looking straight down the small opening between mounds which guard the putting surface. Tee shot short or long of this opening will have a blind approach into this double punch bowl green complex. Wow, what a beautiful looking hole. And I do apologise, I am missing the majority of the flyovers due to reading out the hole by hole guides, but I can see exactly what he means with the double punch bowl green. Oh, I don't want to be run out. I can see that ideally we're landing about here and giving ourselves. Just going to loft this up a touch. Oh, there's a really wonky swing line. That should kick left for us and hopefully be perfectly fine. Yeah, we've gotten away with one there. That's what my swing line's been like for the last couple of rounds. Like a child's been doodling on an Etch-a-Sketch board. But first time we're going to be able to attack this green with a wedge. We're on a slight slope. That wind behind us, I'm just going to loft that up 1, 2 touches. Short here, you don't want to be short. If anything, be long. It's another bit of a wobbly swing, but this should be all over this with a firm bounce out. It's decent. It's the closest we've probably been with an approach shot so far, and it's going to give us a 9-foot putt. Going left edge with this. Oh, and we've played it well, and we do pick up another birdie, and we do move to 3 under par for the round. So, number 6, the tee shot at the 6 is one of the first to force players into choosing a line of carry, which is made more difficult by the continuing rise in elevation to the fairway. The hole's signature feature, however, is the 4,000 square foot Sitwell green, which is sure to be a talking point amongst players at the 19th hole, as it was with Mackenzie's original. So wow, look at the size of that green, 4,000 square foot Sitwell green. That is massive. Wow. And that certainly will be a talking point. I'm sure it'll be a talking point for you guys in the video as well. Wow, that is massive. I'm sure the greenkeepers have got their work cut out with that. I'm going to club down here to the 2 wood, which I think is still just going to give me enough fairway to work with. It's a bit of a better swing line. Fairway should kick slightly to the right here, looking at things. It does. And we've played that well. We're once again on a flat surface of the fairway, which I think is really important.
So we find ourselves right around
199 yards, 10 mile per hour wind, pardon me. Let's say it's playing 201 yards. I think this club's almost perfect. Got a bit of an insurance policy there, if we are long. It's a great strike.
Looks like you'll be putting.
Should sit down fairly quickly. It might come back. Is it going to come back towards the hole? Come on. No, it didn't. It sat, so I'm probably looking about a 15-foot downhill putt.
To the cup.
20 feet, certainly downhill. I really hoped that would have came back a bit more than what it did. And with the way I'm going to play this, the break's going to be slightly exaggerated, but this is a tough putt with a downhill element. Didn't turn at all.
Get in there.
That took off like a rocket, and I did not play that as firm as what the game suggested.
And this next pot for the par.
This is just for the par save. Whoa,
Nice
we
putt,
just
you're
managed to
in
drop that on the edge. Disappointed with the
And
birdie
let's see,
attempt,
I
but
gotta keep you right
we
there.
are going to remain at 3 under par, which is solid golf so far. Let's move on to hole number 7. The par 4 7th hole presents a visually intimidating tee shot downhill towards a true Cape green. Aggressive shots will be rewarded when played properly, but disaster awaits those which stray from their intended target. So plenty of hazards on the right hand side there. I am missing the most of the flybys here. I do apologise, but I'm hoping you guys are appreciating the hole by hole guide. There's no point in the designer going to these lengths and then me not reading it out. Wow, what a change in wind. So that's really going to work its way to the right here. So I just want to find this part. I'm not sure what the huge reward is. Maybe with the wind behind us, you could maybe reach this green. We're actually going to try it. See if we can get enough slope on the right there just to kick us down that huge slope, because it does have a downhill element. And with that downhill element, I'm looking to land the ball about here. Hoping this kicks severely right. Has it got the legs to reach the second part of the slope though? No, it doesn't. But with a favourable wind behind you, I would imagine you could reach that green on one almost. It's going to have a pitch shot. It's playing 60, let's say 65. So I'm clubbing down 63. Going to loft it up 1, 2, 3.
Nice swing.
Good execution. Wind should take us around. It's going to be short. No, it's not. That's run out perfectly for me. Just that wind moved me more to the right than I'd hoped. So we're going to have about a 10-foot birdie opportunity here. 9 foot. Oh, wow, that looked in the moment it left the putter's face
nice
there, but it just didn't
putt.
turn at the end. And we're just going to pick up a par there.
3 under
Just
for the
didn't
round.
take into account that 6 mile/hour wind to move the pitch shot as much as it did. So, hole number 8 is a par 3, and this one is called the Mega Redan. Very little information regarding this, it just says the Mega Redan. Certainly looks a mega hole. Bunkers galore. Look at the slope in this green. Hopefully we can use it to our advantage depending on the wind. Oh, I reckon with it. This is tough, but we're going to try a shot here. I'm going to try and play it up here and let it feed down towards the hole. I still think with the firm greens we're probably going to be coming in too aggressive here, but we'll try it. Put it fast on that, so we're maybe going to miss the majority of the slope, so we're going to be way long. It's going to be a very, very long putt. That could actually work its way off the green here. Just speed it up. I reckon we're going to be out the green grid here, you know.
Here we go. This putt for the bird.
Yeah, so that means one thing. Another opportunity to work my chip shot. And we're fully lofting this up almost. This should stop fairly quickly for me. Wow. Nothing seems to sit down in these greens. And that is going to be a test and power putt. We could well be dropping a shot here. Really surprised at the run out I'm getting here. No, we've not allowed enough for the break, and that is the first drop shot. of the round, disappointingly.
3 feet to the hole here.
But that's what happens if you don't play a good shot on this course. It's certainly going to come back and bite you.
That one, your score will go up to 2 under par.
So let's move on to hole number 9, and it does say TBC's front 9 is closed out with the second of the 2 back-to-back par 3s, the 9th. Patterned after the famous short hole, features a downhill wedge or short iron tee shot into a double thumbprint green heavily protected by bunkering on nearly every side. Distance control, especially in windy conditions, is paramount to scoring at this short par 3. So as confirmed, with that downhill element, I'm going to waft up this pitching wedge. That wind that's really going to move the ball to the right. It's a great swing line. Wow, that wind has moved me a lot more than I anticipated. Going to have a birdie putt once again, but it's going to be a tricky one, I do assume. 15 footer downhill again. I really think that this ball in real life would filter back down closer to the pin rather than sit on a 6-inch decline slope. It's something that is a bit unrealistic in this game, unfortunately. This is just getting tapped, just touching this. Come on, that should really turn. And that is a fantastic putt, and it makes up for the disappointment of the bogey on the previous hole, which was the 8th, and we get back to 3 under par. So the tee shot at the par 4 10th is deceptively strategic. The smart player will take advantage of the angle into the green created by a tee shot right off the direct line to the green, which significantly opens up the green to players and eases the challenge of a demanding uphill approach. Once again, very challenging greens. Wow, look at that pin placement. That is brutal. Wow, this is definitely a tournament course. So don't want to be coming over that bunker. So like he says, we're looking to come down the right hand side here. Good swing.
Sheer terror coming off the club face there.
That should kick slightly to the right off this slope, I would imagine. Oh, it's kicked left. No biggie though. We're still in good shape for attacking this green.
All right.
Didn't expect that kick.
We're right around 165 yards out.
So this is really uphill. I think this club's... It's not getting there, is it? I reckon we're going to have to loft up the 6 iron here, and with this uphill slope that will kill a bit of the distance on it as well. Just looking at this green, wow. Try to use the slope to the left of the flag to my advantage here.
I think this is bound for the green.
Come on, is it going to sit? Ah, it's decent. Could have done with lofting that up a touch more.
All right, you're on with a fair amount of green to cover for your
Really can't argue with that approach shot. It was that slope there I was trying to just gently nudge off it. We just missed it. So 17-foot putt. It's not turning. Oh, it's not turning. The weight was really, really good. That putt just did not turn at all.
Here we go. This next one.
I think it only turned once it got past the hole. Looking back at that putt line up, wow, that should have turned. Very, very surprised at that. That one's caught me out. So it's just a par, but it's so hard to get dialed into these pin positions here. It really is, especially with firm greens and the locations of the pins. So, hole number 11, players drop back down into the lower area of the property with the tee shot on the road hole, inspired 11th. Aggressive shots can take a more direct line toward the green, carrying their ball over the Barrancana, leaving a shorter shot into the severely sloped green. The Barranca, sorry, I'm pronouncing that term. I'm not going to lie, I've never heard of this terminology of Barranca before. Normally I just call it rough or stay clear. So we've got 6 mile per hour wind here. I mean, this is a monster par 4. This really is a challenging tournament course, this one. I would imagine that this is going to be in societies all over the world. If you certainly want a testing round, you would certainly add this to societies, or just go and play it if you're the casual player like me. So 344 yards has really took a lot of the distance out of this long par 4. With that wind behind us, definitely going to drop down, because if you are long, look at that bye-bye ball. I mean, birdie opportunities in this course are very, very slim. I'm just lofting this up. 3 touches because we are in a downhill slope here. Certainly don't want to be short either and land in that bunker. That would be disaster. Great contact. This should be good. I'm hoping it lands on the slope, uphill slope, while we're long. And that one has really puzzled me. Wow. Very puzzled at that. At the distance we got there. It's really lofting up. Wait a minute. Really going to loft this up. Come on. Come on. Nothing just seems to be sitting down in these greens, and that is going to be another drop shot at least. Look at that, man. Wow. That is criminal. I think this pin position here is really, really tough. It's a bit extreme. You don't have much to work with here. And that has really caught me out. It was a decent attempt. We've still left it short.
And setting up here for the bogey.
This is for the bogey. Still 4 inches uphill, man. This is insane.
Nice
So, disappointed to get bogey there, but you're going to get punished for any shot that's not near perfect in this course. Let's move on to hole number 12.
Just letting you know,
Players are presented with an option off the tee of the par 4 12th hole and should consider the day's pin location before choosing which side of the fairway to play forward. I do apologise, there is some errors when I'm reading this, so if I'm a bit slow I am correcting it as we are reading it out. And that is not a judge. I'm not criticising the designer's spelling or grammar or anything. So let's see what we've got to work with here. You've certainly got 2 lines. That's going to be a longer shot. I'm looking for the shorter approach shot. Maybe the more difficult over the bunker, but
solid swing.
I'm looking to play shorter irons into these firm, fast, slopey greens there. It's just nothing seems to sit down on them. It is a flaw with this game. You get no backspin, very little with wedges. Once again, that wind. It's playing 124 yards, downhill slope with that wind. I'm really going to have to loft this up. The issue with these downhill shots is you never know how much yardage it's going to add to your ball. Yardage should be bang on this. This should sit down on a dime. Wow.
Okay, nice approach. 10-footer here. I think this
it's
can
just
go.
Where the mounds and things are well strategically placed that the ball is just gaining momentum after hitting them. Right, this is a nasty little putt. It is a birdie opportunity though. this would get us back to 3 under par. And it turned beautifully. And wow, without sod's law, every time I start recording a video, my house phone rings. It's like the bloody bat phone, that phone. I do apologise. So let's move on to hole number 13, which is a dramatic set of bunkers guard the uphill tee shot on the par 5 13th. Players may opt to stay on the lower section of the fairway as a safer play, but those who choose the high side will still be left with a severely uphill second shot into the raised, undulating green complex, while a long and sharply uphill hole, proper play should allow for scoring. So like I say, I am missing all of these flyovers, so I do apologise. So he's saying, I'm not sure what, I can only assume that he means we could lay up here. But for me, we're going to take this on up here. It still looks like there's flat surface. And if we're round about here, I reckon we're going to be good to go. Wow. Really wonky swing line. I'm hoping this kicks out for me, you know. It's not. And it's not the shot selection that cost me there. It's that swing line, because I went about 20 yards left of my desired target. But wow, look at that. I'm laying up here. I think anyone with common sense would lay up. It's going to be a layup anyway. It's not going to reach. But my swing line is just all over the shop at times today, unfortunately.
Great contact.
So we're just looking to leave, ideally, a pitch shot. That should run back slightly. So happy with that. So it's playing 68. I'm going to opt for this club. I think it's perfect. Once again, brutal green. I mean, if you're not ideal here, the ball's away once again. That 10 mile per hour wind is going to move us to the left. The green's breaking the opposite way. I've got a slope that's going to take the ball to the right. Great execution. This should be all over this pin. This should be all... Oh, why it stopped stone dead. I really expected that to bounce out like all the other shots have done. And that hit... Wow. Bye-bye ball. Wow. Really surprised at that outcome. We've just unfortunately caught that slope. But once again, our flop shot comes to the rescue, and that's just going to be a par. But I tell you what,
well,
birdie in that hole is very respectable.
That, but next time,
so, just a few miss errors on my shot, judging my yardage calculations and things, but certainly not easy here. Let's move on to hole number 14. The massive green complex of the par 3 14th hole is fashioned after the famous 16th hole at Pasatiempo and demands accuracy from players wishing to have makeable birdie putts. So once again, a lot of contours in these greens. It is uphill into the wind. It is playing 1-6-1 into that wind. I'm just de-lofting this 8 iron and we're really going to attack this. It's a great strike. Come on, wind, hold me up. Come on, wind, hold me up. It should sit down for me. Decent approach shot. I think we've found prime location on the green there.
And this putt for the birdie.
And hopefully, but I mean, even look at this. Look at the slopes and things here. I don't think there's been a simple, straightforward putt yet. This is really going to turn hard right. Come on. Oh, wow. Weight was decent. Just didn't allow enough for the break there, but that is a really extreme putt there. And that's just going to be a par. Hole number 15, from the high point of the property with 14 holes visible, players are presented with a big sweeping dogleg right, Downhill tee shot that gets the 15th off to a dramatic start. Massive mounds built around the putting surface demand accuracy, and the front to back slope requires proper distance control for a chance at birdie. But wow, look at these. This course could well be up there with one of the most challenging and demanding courses I've played yet on the Golf Club 2019. I'm not at the top of my game, far from it. That's going to leave a downhill shot, and I would imagine that's going to leave an uphill shot. I don't know. I'm going to opt to take this side. No, we're going to take this side because I feel we're going to get a flatter surface to play off of. There's that horrible swing line again, guys. So for those of you that reckon, oh, Early's a straight swinger all the time, I've certainly proved at this video that I can hit them laser straight, and I can hit them like your average Joe Bloggs that's new to the game. So good outcome though, very good outcome.
About 215 from the pin.
Wow. This is, I'm gonna, certainly this is a club. Just fully lofting this up. Looking for a good bit of run out though. It's a better strike. Winds really took that way more right than I would have liked, but the yardage is going to be decent. We're down on the area of the green we would have liked, but we're far more right of the pin than I would have hoped for. My ball striking today has not been the best. Once again, it's another downhill putt. Wow, this is nasty. This is really nasty. I'm just touching this. Has it got the legs? The weight was absolute fantastic. Just didn't have the line, but it broke a lot more aggressively due to the pace we played it. Just another solid par. So, hole number 16.
I guess. 3 under for the round.
Mirroring the tee shot from the 11th hole, 16 drops back down into the low area of the property. Aggressive players may opt to hug the barren car off the tee, but finding the fairway is paramount for approach shots into a severely undulating green. So white, plenty of hazards here. I mean, the term barren car is new to me, guys. I'm not sure if that is actually official terminology or if it is the designer's terminology for the hazards he's put here. So please let me know in the comment section if you are in the know. So we do have options here. I mean, I'm certainly taking on the downhill left side tee shot here. And oh my god, what is going on with my tee shot? With my swing? I mean, geez Louise, guys. So if anyone is still in doubt if I'm a cheater or a straight shooter, hopefully that today's round is confirming I'm not.
At around 185 yards to the pin.
Wow, once again, bit of an insurance policy if we're long, but it's going to take the ball this way more than back. So I am lofting up the 6 iron, because this is way downhill. This is brutal. There we go, there's a laser shot, and this should be good.
I like the way this is
I mean, I've lofted this up. Is it going to sit down? No. Just my club selection at times into the greens has been clearly wrong, but these greens always catch you. You think things are going to sit and they don't. At least I've got an uphill putt here. This has got a chance if it turns. Oh, it just turned more than I had hoped for, but it's a fantastic way to putt there. Happy with that. But once again, it's just going to be a par, which I'm glad to take.
Coming up.
So, hole number 17. The drivable par 4 17th offers up yet another chance at scoring. Players opting to go for the green from the tee should be aware of the pin position. However, as the Biarritz green complex will punish poor distance control, layups off the tee will also have to be well planned, as fairway bunkering requires players to be precise with their landing areas. So let's see what we've got here. I don't think we'll be a million miles off of reaching this green. We are going to take it on, but I just don't think we're going to get there. I really don't think we get there with that wind.
Man, did you ever launch
It's a far better swing line. I think we're just going to come up short of this mound, but it is hopefully going to leave a flop shot, which so far this round he does say with nervous anticipation, I have played well. I reckon this club's perfect. Should run out for me even despite the slope. Wow. There just seems no consistency to the shots this round. Other times that's running out, other times it's stopping stone dead. It's a lottery what's going to happen on this round. And most of that's down to my poor performance and judgment. This is a tough putt. Should really turn heavily. Oh, the golfing gods just aren't with me today, are they? Any other day that looks like it's dropping. Wow. I thought I read that putt to perfection there. Unfortunately not. So let's move on to the final hole in this very challenging and well-designed course. I've thoroughly enjoyed my time here. I truly have. And it is obviously going to be hole number 18. The round at TBC finishes much as it began, with a chance to go low. The par 5 18th offers multiple options off the tee, but demands accuracy when playing aggressive. Even when unreachable into the wind, proper play will be rewarded with a makeable look at birdie. But wow, look at this hole here. Wow, man. This is certainly a well thought out course. It really, really is. It's not going to be everyone's cup of tea, but for me, I love these kind of holes. I don't know what the advantage is of taking the low route. I really don't. I don't see the advantage of taking this route. I think if I'm here, I'm going to be more level with the green. Here, I'm going to be left with an uphill shot. So I'm going to take this side off the fairway. Pardon me, geez, I do apologise about that, guys. I really do. That's a far better swing. If only I could have swung like that throughout the most of the round, we could be 1 or 2 shots better off. But I really feel like I've had to fight and earn my current score, which is, I think it's 3 under, isn't it? We've not been better than 3 under at any time this round. So certainly we can't reach this in 2. So once again, layup shot. Pulled that one slightly. How can I go from a laser beam shot to that? Once again, I would imagine it's going to be the flop shot.
Good stuff.
Hopefully we can finish off with a birdie here. I would really enjoy birdie. I think this club's perfect. Now the last one sat down on a tee for me. Hopefully this one's going to do the same. I've executed that to perfection. I really have. Come on. Wow, and it's only went to 36 yards. Normally that flop shot, when you hit a perfect fast like I did, on firm green, runs out about 39 yards, which would have been far more beneficial to me, but it's not to be. This is a tough putt. Turn, 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 turn. Oh my god, it's just one of that rounds where it's as if nothing's going to drop for me. So it's just going to be another par, unfortunately. Wow. But I tell you what, guys, fantastic course. Really enjoyed it. Completely different to the previous 2 courses that we played for the World Cup of Golf Design competition. The Buck Club, really enjoyed it. A solid 3 under. I mean, 2 bogeys. I can't really complain at that. Didn't swing to the best of my abilities. We've unlocked a few garments there. But for me, really enjoyed that. I'm certainly going to give that a favourite. And that is a 5-star because I think it's a very testing course and it was designed to test you. You know, a lot of people might get hating it due to the difficulty of the greens and the pin locations, but as a course, it really makes you think out each and every shot, and you've really got to execute that shot with perfection almost. But that is it for me today. I really hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, please hit the like button. If you are new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button for your Golf Club 2019 needs. And that is it for me. I will see you guys in the next video. Take care, peace out, and I love you all. Bye.